All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check, 390! 390!
Check, 43. We ain't giving up.
Rivers on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Rivers. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Leo!
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
50, plant, hey, orbit.
First down, Broncos.
Protein spill. Look, squeeze. Back. Now. Let go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And an alley run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsey so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phil. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On first and 10, here's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Locke to throw. He'll get this to Philip Lindsey, complete. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
52, block 52. Hey, Charlie, go, Jeff.
Locke now on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Locke now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
15 line. Blue draw Corker. Hey, Alpha.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a second down coming up. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a third and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Set up. 70. Indy. Pilot. 64. Weak. Yep. Check 24. Check. Hey, Sam off. Hey, exit.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo. Hey,
Rivers now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
60 outlaw. Check 9. Go.
Freeman. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st down, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Ready, set.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Rock it, shoot.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The sixth season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall, Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his fourth in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. Finds his rookie first-rounder. It's Noah Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got this.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
Throwing his Locke on third down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Lindsey. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike 52. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, switch gears. Shift.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Block now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Lindsey on the toss left. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They look to throw. It's locked. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustments. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Watch the edge.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That to me.
And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And some room to work. The 40, 30, 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, 77 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Easy. Block 11.
A 6-yard pickup.
X3. 218. Chop.
At the 42-yard line.
Rush in.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 1st down, Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double time. 3 down.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
190. Hey, Delta.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set 180. Set 180.
Check 99. Check 1.
Cluster. White, 89.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Rivers to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Topper! Topper!
No. Off.
Flank!
Check safety.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. To throw, Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
Go!
52, by 52.
Here's Locke. His throw incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch Mike. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cedar Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I smell fear in that offense. He's checking. Crash.
Hey, Rocket!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. Rivers again. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Ready?
To throw on third down. Lock. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Smooth. 52, come on. 6'6", bullet high. Bam.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Shoot.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Into the red zone, it's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will get them one closer. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
180, 390.
Check, 43. Check tight end, check tight end.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before, and now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
2nd and 10.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Step round 80! Round 80!
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the